Dr. Owens, right? He is the pathologist of Mecklenburg. Then you had William Thomas Harrison, who did the lab. So Owens, Mr. Owens from Mecklenburg, said that the FBI asked him to conduct Shanquella's autopsy. And he went and got her body from the funeral home on 11/17/2022 and brought it to his establishment. And he said he did his autopsy, and we all know what he wrote down. And then he sent the spine and the brain part to William Harrison in the lab. Okay, so William Thomas Harrison did the spine, the brain, that part. And then you had Owens who did the rest of Shanquella. Only thing that I'm saying is when he did his summary of interpretation, that's when he worded it not like it should have been. He worded it about Shanquella going on a trip with partners and parties, possibly consumed heavily amount of alcohol. Then he said how her body came to him, and which all that is okay. It's the going on the trip. He didn't word it as an autopsy, Shank, and the Rock Squad. That part was supposed to be detailed. It was supposed to say swelling of the brain and what do he think can cause that. You see? He was supposed to say, for instance, if we doing an autopsy, that part was supposed to say in there, as well as whatever he has in there, an autopsy is supposed to detail in medical terms of what he found and what he think how she got that or he got that. So he could have said swelling of the brain, possibly looks equivalent to falling down the stairs, look equivalent to a heavy blow, look equivalent to, that's what he was supposed to do. He did not.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. The scars on Shanquella, when you see the abdomen, that's, scraped or whatever, he was supposed to say what he said. Female has 1/4 inch abrasions. But then Shank, he was supposed to say how he thinks those abrasions got there. And if he's not sure, he's still supposed to say that and then say, the scratches could have came from a cat, possibly come from tripping on a nail, but it's undetermined which one that happened. See, that's what I'm saying. Dr. Thomas D. Owens supposed to have put on that autopsy in that summary, because see, that's the sheet that gives you undetermined or determined. Well, he did not specify, and it's state law through all over the United States. Shank, let me read this right here to you right quick.
Please do.
Let me read this to you right quick.
Take your time. Take your time.
Okay. This is the autopsy report. I know y'all can't see it, but I'm going to read it a little bit. But this is what Mr. Owens should have done. An autopsy report is a detailed explanation of the findings of an autopsy, the procedure which thoroughly examines the body of the deceased in order to determine the exact cause of death. If an autopsy is required, the process is both medical and legal. The exact law and autopsy varies in each state. Once the autopsy is complete, the pathologist writes an official report. The report will show an exact cause of death and how they think it happened. That's what Mr. Thomas D. Owens should have done. He did not. He talked about Shanquella going on this trip with some parties and that she possibly heavily consumed alcohol. I'm gonna say something about that too. But then he puts down how her body was received to him in the state that it was received. He also talked about it was a previous exam on her, which was Mexico. Agreed. He did all that. But he did all that, but did not tell us, Shank, what by law he is supposed to do. How the medical and legal terms of how, what he sees, and what he thinks happened. And he did not do it.
Wow.
That's the only thing I'm saying. That's the only thing I'm saying about that. If he had of Shank, if he had her, that's why I feel he left it out on purpose.
Yeah.
Because I feel, this is me, not Shank Rock, not Shank Rock Squad, not Shank Channel. This is Cafe of Knowledge. I say, I believe he left that out on purpose because this is a chief pathologist who is one of the highest paid pathologists there is. He makes a lot of money, more than the average pathologist. So he knew what to do. And he did not do it. He left it out. And if he hadn't left it out, Shank, it was no way he could have put undetermined. He would have had to put determined, murder, deletion.
Wow.
If he had did what he was supposed to do, because he was supposed to explain how the abdomen scratches got there, the swelling of the brain. Remember how eye was busted? Okay. Right eye, blood vessel is damaged. He's supposed to say what he thinks that is equivalent to. Is that equivalent to an attack, a blow, a hit? She fell. What is it? And it's less than 2%, Shank, 1.9% of women, rather they middle age or young age, that gets undetermined. And those are submerging, right? And which Shanquella didn't have it, right? And we all know what submerging is. But it's less than 2% that even happens. That even happens. It's usually poisoning. That's it. Poisoning and submerging is those undetermined things. So only women of Shanquella age and younger, when they have undetermined, it's usually because of either or, poisoning or submersion. Shanquella had either or. And that's less than 2% that you get undetermined. But we got to undetermined, and Shanquella did either or. She wasn't submerged, she wasn't poisoned, according to the autopsy. So he did not detail the way he should have, Shank.
And
Right.
by law, he was supposed to.
Yeah, by law you are supposed to. Medical law for autopsy. He is supposed to.